favorite time of the day. Welcome to Conscious by Nature, where we talk about it because we live it and we understand it because we've been there before. The host, Money Mac, the Pretty Boys champ. To my left, the scholar, D. Lamore.
Peace, peace, peace.
To complete the crown, Tyson, Area 51 Porter, the genius.
What's good?
Oh man, my co-host is getting so good at their jobs, man. On tap, man. So, let's get right into the show, man. I know, you know what? Let's not. How has your week been? How is everything going, man?
It's all right, man. I got to send some love out there to my folks. 50-year anniversary was this week. 50 years of love. I love you, mom and dad. You've been the greatest, and I don't know how you dealt with each other for 50 years, so hopefully 50 more. So I love you.
Man, that's awesome to hear, man. And on Conscious by Nature, we talk about black love and relationships, and 50 years.
Yeah, man.
Man, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, they're amazing people. So just
Man,
come on.
I'm trying to get there. That's dope. That's really dope.
Jeez, man. Like, we ain't been alive 50 years.
Right. They've been rocking 50 years.
50
Super
years.
solid.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up, man.
All right. What you got, TP? Anything going on this week?
Yeah, solid week, man. You know what I'm saying? Took the kid back to school here and there. Fatherly duties. You know what I'm saying? They don't stop. But
HBCU.
HBCU. Shout out to the
Yeah.
HBCUs, man.
Shout
Support your
out.
HBCUs,
No
man.
doubt.
Central State, baby. But yeah, it's a good solid week, man. Good solid week.
Yeah, I had a really good week too, man. I had some free time last night, man. After I watched the show, I haven't had any in like months.
Right.
Picked up my 2K last night, ran some,
Yeah.
man. Got some dubs with my dudes,
Yeah,
man. So
yeah.
I had a really good Friday night after the show, man. I had a relaxing time, played 2K for the first time in like 5 months. Like it was like, so yeah.
I tell you what, though, that was fun. Ohio Basketball Club, come get this work.
Yeah, we got our quarterback back.
Yes, sir.
We needed that.
For sure. Man, let's get into it, man. Give me some topics, man. What y'all got for me? I got questions, man. Y'all got answers. What we got?
Well, just like we always speak about, we like to speak about some news in the moment. So we've been talking about COVID-19 bill, which did pass this week. So COVID-19 relief bill, hopefully trying to give some relief to a lot of families and people who have been out of work or stressing with their bills. So they passed that. Families get $1,400 a piece. You even get $1,400 for each child. So that's a great thing. It's not the 2 G's you said we was getting. And it's at the middle of March, where people have already needed relief. People have already lost their homes, but it's here. So I'm happy about that. I'm not going to be a downer about it that it's done. I hate that they had to take out or vote out the $15 minimum wage. I'm not going to forget none of y'all senators. I might even get a list that we can post on this show of all of you senators, Democratic, Republican, who voted against that $15 minimum wage. And we need to not vote for them. We need to primary all of them out. If you believe in election systems,
I mean, that's the only thing we got.
you need to vote out these people who voted against $15 minimum wage.
Because we voted them in to vote that in.
Come on, man. And when we're talking about Kamala last week,
You got me tap dancing Sammy Davis.
Sammy Davis.
You got me genius. You got me like I was in disbelief that she tap danced on that one. That like of all things to kick out, you kick that out. Like when that's how you got on the ballot. Go on.
that's how they always do.
Always do.
Well, what a pimp or a player do? Tell you what you want to hear till he get what he want. You ain't even got to be a pimp or a player to do that. Just what people do.
Man, what the politicians do.
Man. So, $15 minimum wage is here.
Not
I
here.
mean, not here. The stimulus is here. So, I'm glad we getting some relief from that, man. How y'all feel about that?
Listen, man, just be smart about the money, man. Don't turn around and give it right back to him. I'm just saying, just.
I mean, you know what? You might have to. What happens when you file your taxes and you owe money now this year? And then this stimulus check they shooting you gotta pay them right back. What happened when that
Well,
happened?
then that's a blessing. Then
At least you
can get right
you
back.
break even. I feel it.
Yeah.
And still be broke, huh?
and still be broke,
crazy.
like Chris Rock said.
How many of you right now work 2 jobs just to have enough money to be broke?
Oh, straight up. Right. Work hard enough just to be poor.
Man, come on, that's real.
Oh, man. So that's the thing, getting off of that, I want to talk about the George Floyd Policing Act. It was passed about a week ago in the name of Brother George Floyd. Most honor to you and your family. That it made it illegal for police to use a chokehold on someone they have in custody. So I don't really
Excuse me.
Right.
If you have me tied up, why the fuck are you choking me?
Man, come on.
Yeah, that's what makes it so weird. It's like we passing a law in this man's name. But I looked into this, and I can't think of the exact phrasing, but it made it easier, this is the bigger part, to prosecute police. Because currently, they have some kind of, something's in place, and I can't think of the name. Man, it just leaves me right now. Where there's an actual law that makes it harder to prosecute police. So in order for you to prosecute a police officer, they actually have to be seen in the act of doing something unlawful, and there has to be a precedent from the past that can corroborate the actual same thing that's happened.
So you got to be caught multiple times. That's what you're telling me.
What I'm saying is it's almost impossible to prosecute a police officer because the laws that were passed were made to back up the other laws. So it doesn't matter what you do.
So this is 3 strikes the other way. You got to actually get caught 3 times, 3 strikes before you can actually even prosecute him.
It has to be a precedent. So let's say I'm walking across the street or whatever, and the cop stops me and he punches me in my face. It has to be a past historical precedent of that happening to another policeman another time for it to be even looked at as something that prosecuted police. So it pretty much it still doesn't.
51, tell me something differently, man.
This is
That's some bullshit. Ain't that some bullshit?
I mean, the law is supposed to make it easier to prosecute them. This George Floyd Policing Act, where they're going to look at that further and say that
So 2 strikes.
they can't choke you out if you're in custody, and there is more of a way for the police to be prosecuted.
So
they'll just I'm sorry,
No,
man.
go ahead, go
They'll
ahead.
just find a new chokehold. They'll say, well, you can't choke him that way, but you can choke him this way.
Yeah, man.
Can I just ask you something? So you have this precedent, right? So like, if I just shoot a nigga, I get a free pass. So like, if I shoot a nigga twice, I get a free pass. I have to have a precedent of just shooting unlawful black people before they are willing to prosecute these police, right? That's what you're telling me. That's why it's just so easy to just randomly just shoot niggas all the time,
They
right?
pretty much had immunity from prosecution. And I had no idea that this was something that actually existed. I thought it was just unspoken, right? But it was something that actually existed to protect police. So I don't know how many times we done cried at funerals, and we ain't getting no justice. It's always on purpose, man. Telling you. So George Floyd Policing Act,
What is that?
what is that, man?
What is that?
Man, this some old bullshit.
That's some shit they just put in his name, man.
Yeah,
They on some,
man.
this is move on, man. For we,
That's a motherfucking turd.
Hey,
That's what that is.
You know what else I want to say too? Because I haven't kept up on the trial. Because Derek Chauvin is the man who had his knee on my brother's neck. That asshole, that terrible piece of crap, is on trial right now. And I know we were talking about narratives last week. I hate when they try to call it the George Floyd trial. Because when you do that, you are demonizing George Floyd. This is the trial of Derek Chauvin. George Floyd was the victim. You got to make Derek Chauvin's name ring with the injustice and the evil act that he did. When you put George Floyd's name on it, that's when they demonize him. That's when they try to look into all of these things that he's done. They don't ever do that. I rarely see that when it's the other way around. So all of these things like that are done on purpose.
Right. It's always done on purpose. Like, it was always the OJ trial.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was never the Ronald Goldman trial.
Come on now.
Yeah, and come on, let's be real with it. Like, you know what I mean? So it's never the victim, right? It's always the defendant. It's never the plaintiff, right? It's always the defendant versus whoever. So it's state trial, right? He's the defendant.
Yep.
So it's not. Why would it be?
But that's what they do, man. It's like so smooth. Oh,
That, you know what I'm saying?
George Floyd trial.
That's
It's
when
like-
they tell me to take those shots, so it's a racial justice.
Straight up.
Smooth with it, huh?
And I'll give you another example of that does not even have to do with policing. So Barack Obama was our president, right? He said he wanted people to have insurance that didn't have insurance. He said, hey, Affordable Care Act. Wow, that sounds great. What they call it? Obamacare. Because once you start demonizing it, I got to put your name on that to make it bad. Now it's Obamacare. It's not, you can't look up Obamacare. It's called the Affordable Care Act. Affordable Care Act sounds great. Obamacare is like, oh yeah, I don't like that guy. That's Obamacare. So you demonize things. It's about syntax. It's about the way,
Context.
you know what I mean?
How they arrange things.
Framework.
Framework. It's always in the framework, and it's framed always to make them look in the best light, no matter what. That you can, man.
It's always staying on code. They stay on code, man. Yeah. They're gonna make sure that they look great and you look like shit every time. Black and brown down here. Everybody else white.
I mean, they was talking about, as we know, George Floyd. Oh, he might have had drugs in his system, and talking about his past transgressions that he had nothing to do with the fact that even if you struggle with drug addiction or have had issues with the law, you are a victim of a crime.
Right. That has nothing to do with anything else. Like, you have lost your life. How could you be on trial when you're not even here to defend yourself?
Come on now.
You are a victim of a heinous act. And no matter what he did in his past does not afford this police officer to murder this man in the middle of the street.
Come on now, man.
The proper procedure is cuff him and put him in the back of the car, take him downtown, if that's what it is. But like, you doing what you did, murdered this man in the middle of the street, and now you have to pay the consequences of your actions, no matter what his prior convictions was. That this is not his conviction. This is yours. This is your burden to carry, not his. You cannot unburden yourself by his past transgressions. All right.
But understand, we already know what's going to happen here.
If he gets off,
he's going to beat that. He's going to get off.
Oh my God!
And they'll prepare for a riot or some type of nature like that.
So you're saying like they'll come with the verdict, hold it, prepare for the riot, knowing they're gonna get off, let it go, and then be ready for it. And hit it, and instead of letting everybody just be Capitol Hill, they gonna start gassing and rubber bullets and real bullets and these brown and black people, right? Yeah, I know.
That shows you to me how much they care about their own. And we're talking about the criminal justice system, about how those things are fractured and frayed and lean to their way. Okay? That you watch this man. There's so many different videos and camera angles we've seen now. From the beginning of them talking to him to him, talking to the officer saying he wasn't doing nothing, to them handcuffing him and walking him to the cruiser. And he's peaceful the whole time. He never attacked them. To him being on the ground for 9 minutes yelling, right? But you be willing to let these cops, and these are just cops, they're not federal agents, get off. and know the implications and the ripple effect that's going to happen. It happened this summer, but you're okay with that just because you want your guys to be okay. Like, that blows me up every time. Like, if I'm in power, go right ahead.
Can I get a picture? I just want to ask a question. Does anyone have a photograph of the picture of the jury of his peers? I would love to see what the jury of his peers looks like.
How often is it a jury of your peers?
It's never. Because when you're a black man sitting in court and you look out and it's a jury of your peers, I don't see one black face. I see all white faces. So I wonder how many black faces are going to be on a jury of his peers. Continue. Just a question.
Yeah, man. It just blows me away. Like I said, if I was in power and I was, a bad guy, I'm not going to care about the little guys that have to fall for my kingdom to stay. I mean, I'm just paraphrasing just some examples. Like, but they want all of their guys to get off. We're police. We're this because they're above. That's supremacy. That's superiority. That's what that is, man. I don't get it.
What you got, TP, for me?
Well, we're gonna kind of stay in this level, this range of white supremacy and being on code and this and the other. And we're gonna talk about Papa John's. And what's the brother's name? What's his name? John
Schneider.
There we go.
Who? That's Papa John.
That's Papa John's,
Papa
bigot.
John Schneider.
Okay, go ahead.
And he came out. This is Papa John's coming out and saying that he's been working hard, 20 months to remove the word nig the heavy er out of his vocabulary.
I'm going to just go ahead and say this, people, okay? Are you telling me for 20 months he has trying to refrain from using the word nigger?
With the heavy ER, yes.
Nigga what? Nigga, please. Man, get out of here. And this is and you are admitting to this. Why?
Man, come on, man. That is pathetic. It's so deep rooted. It's so in them. So grounded in their spirit, in their soul, man.
So grounded. Sorry that a dude like the first name leaves me, McDermott from Creighton can refer to his coaching and his team program as a plantation.
Guys, we got to stick together. We need both feet in. I need everybody to stay on the plantation. I can't have anybody leave the plantation.
I need all you guys to stay on the plantation. Anybody going off the plantation is gonna get whipped. And you know what? Ain't gonna get
from
whipped.
Creighton said that?
The coach.
Oh.
Matter of fact, you ain't even gonna whip. You see that? That's the gun line, boss. Don't cross the gun line.
Over the edge you go, boy.
And then they let him coach after he said it, right?
Man, he was suspended and he coached last night.
Man, come on, man.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
And you know what kills me is the black players. Oh, he loves us so much. Oh, big terms. Like, man, you don't even know, man. You don't even know what he says about you at the dinner table. You have no idea. Man. You have no idea.
You know what? You're right about the players, man. But it's like once I hear you say that, I try to think about the mind of a young athlete. Or when we was young.
You just want a ball.
I didn't have the same.
But you not him being there is not gonna stop you from balling or not.
Yeah, but I didn't have that same thought like we got now, man. Like, how would I deal with that? Because the way I put my coaches up when I was in school was like, damn, I'm gonna listen to him. I might not like what he say, but it's like I gotta listen to him, or like I feel like I got some kind of love for this guy because I'm riding with him. You know what I mean? So maybe they going into that whole he's one of us kind of feel. Even though it's not right, they need to be educated.
And I understand what you're saying, but you talking about high school. These is college kids.
Yeah.
Like this is another level up. And in the time that we live in,
you should know.
Coach, you can't run that play. I feel some type of way that you even said that.
You're right.
Like I can't ball for you now. Like on some real, because now I don't really know how you feel, and you can say whatever you want, and you can cry your tears, but like I seen the crocodile tears before. Like I've been down these roads before, and it's just like, man,
Yeah.
Everybody always wants forgiveness just so they can do it again.
I'm gonna just keep it
Les
real, man.
Miles.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it real. A
Speak
lot of
on
these
that.
coaches, I would say at least 90% of these coaches don't give a fuck about you. You just a cat making money for them.
Especially, and I ain't gonna say, and you know, the crazy thing is that I feel like that pro coaches have more love and respect for their players than a college coach could ever have. You're in for 3 or 4 years and you're out the door. They don't give a damn.
Dabo Swinney.
Oh, man.
Listen, it's all about winning games, and the minute you ain't helping them win games, they don't need you. They'll cut you. They'll trade you. They'll get rid of you.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? You could get more respect from a coach and the pros who will call you in and say, man, I need your playbook. I got to let you go. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to do. Like, you've been playing with this coach or with this player for 5-6 years. He'll give you that due respect as you come in. Don't leave a pink slip in your locker and all that craziness. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I think of college coaches, man, and this whole thing with the plantation, I'm just like, this makes me want to really, really push the overtime elite league for the young high school players, 16 to 18, go that route, then go to G League. You know what I mean? Make a couple dollars. Yeah, you won't be eligible for college, but
Whose league was that?
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And somebody else. There's two of them.
I forgot, man.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah. So, look, I'm all for the young cats getting paid. I think it's like $100,000, $125,000. It's going to be like 30 players or something like that. But I'm all for stuff like that. I'm all for pulling these kids out of these colleges. And I know parents is like the education and things like that, man. But we live in an age where things can be learned and taught. You know what I'm saying? And you can go to one of these HBC schools and shit, man, and get your education.
And that's
man.
what I was going to say.
That's
why much love to Prime.
Man.
Much love to Prime. We all love you up here, man. What you doing at Jackson State. We know why you doing it. You saying what you doing. You trying to bring more, of us to those schools, to our schools.
To our schools.
You know what I mean? And I mean, you got your sons there. You got 4- and 5-star players coming there. That's what we could be doing. We don't got to go to these schools, to these so-called powerhouse schools. These are our schools. We make up over 90% of the sports. If we go there, them schools could be rocking. We could have more HBCUs. Master P trying to open an HBCU, by the way.
That's what's up. Shout out to Master P.
Shout
Always
out.
doing something, man, with the Reebok, with everything, man. Appreciate you, P. So, it's, things like that, man. It's just like, TP, go ahead. Get back into it.
I mean, it's just racism is strong within these folk.
20 months.
20 months, man.
Trying to get it out of his vocabulary. Like...
What type of counseling did you go and see? Who did you go out and see about that, man? I mean, you just a bigot, man. Step to the side. We ain't got no more.
So let me ask you a question. If I was to roll up on this man's lawn and take a piss on his grass, what kind of person would I be to him?
You're just a jerk. You big jerk. That's right.
Man, what else we got?
Well, since you talked about coaching and things, let's just talk about my resident New York Knicks fan.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing, man.
Oh,
much love to you, Pat.
Much love to Pat Ewing,
I
man.
love you, man.
Hall of Famer, man. We guys love you over here, man.
And Pat is currently coaching at Georgetown. Much love to Georgetown.
Yes.
Allen Iverson, you know what I'm saying? But they have the Big East Championship, Big East tournament going on, and it is held in Madison Square Garden where he did play. And
that's his house.
His house. His number is in the rafters.
Retired, right?
Retired. One of the greats,
if not greatest players.
If not the greatest.
Not
right?
the great. I would say he's number one over. I mean, they have one title with Frazier and what's the dude? Yeah, but you would say he's the greatest player ever, right? Okay.
Clearly, right?
Easy.
And so he's being stopped and accosted.
I thought this was my building, and I feel terrible that I'm getting stopped, accosted, asking for passes. Everybody in this building should know who the hell I am. And I'm getting stopped. I can't move around this building. Like I was like, what the hell? Is this Madison Square Garden? I'm going to have to call Mr. Dolan and say, geez, is my number in the rafters or what?
In a building where he used to play?
He built that house, man.
Built the house, and you stopping and costing this man? Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? The levels of disrespect.
Man, listen. You know I've been a Knicks fan damn near my whole life. We got one of the worst owners in sports. I got to give you number one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got Patrick Ewing. You got Charles Oakley. You got Spike Lee.
Man, come on.
You got all of these greats, people that are your brand. You're disrespecting them because they don't like what you're doing with the team. Pat ain't even doing nothing. He there with the Big East championship. Man, he should be able, just like he said, y'all don't know who the hell I am.
Right.
Everybody there should know who he is.
Come on.
But I mean, he should be able to walk anywhere without nobody saying a damn thing to Patrick Ewing, man. So it made me upset, man, because I hate to hear about it because I love the team, but I don't love the ownership. That's it. I love the team. I love our era. I love our history, but I don't love fucking Jim Dolan.
Man. And he still gave him respect. He called him Mr. Dolan.
Yeah.
So he still respected him, even though he's getting disrespected. Come on, man. Come on, man. And that's why the Brooklyn Nets, man, see, that's why everybody's going over to the other side of the borough. That's where the action is now.
Well, yeah, as far as players, yeah, because they don't want to be dealing with that kind of ownership. And I know that. That's how come, we haven't been able, not the fact that we weren't good, and we've done things to try to bring a better culture as far as basketball there, but they always felt like, hey, man, this owner is a racist and not a good guy. Let's be honest. That's what they say. So
Shit's just crazy, man.
Yeah,
Just the levels of
man.
disrespect, man.
Man, this is what they do, man. And but then you know what?
I'm sorry, Mr. Ewing. We'll have to take care of that.
Shut your ass.
Shut the fuck up.
What else we got on tap, D? We got something else?
yeah, man. So to get back, and I know we've been on a lot of racism this week.
I mean,
It's
is that not
out
where we
here.
live? Hold on. Like that is part of the culture, like COVID.
Man.
Racism is a part of American culture.
It's in the fabric, bruh.
So the fact that you don't ever have to apologize for talking about what
man.
we live.
I ain't
every day,
apologizing.
man. Like,
Believe me, I'm not apologizing.
for sure. Like, man, talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got something we're going to share in another show
Oh shit.
about colorism and the construct of race as a whole, because race doesn't exist. By the way,
Oh, man.
as we get back to this. So did you hear about the man Matt Rowan? They said he owns OSPN. I guess it's some kind of broadcasting network. And he was doing a broadcast for a girls' basketball game. On the mic, right there, high school basketball. They're playing the national anthem, and one of the teams kneels for the anthem. The man has a hot mic, did not turn his mic off, talking about what the hell are they doing, these fucking niggers.
They even sleep the flight? Come on, boy. Fucking niggers.
What he said, I'm just quoting this man. And then you can hear after that, and one his associate next to him saying, "Oh, I think somebody heard that. The mic was still on." And he goes right back into the game. Well, hey, back to the game.
Stop it. Get some help.
So these girls who nailed, of course, they heard it after the fact, and they're saying this is why we kneel. There's a lot of players that have went to Twitter and things saying, "You see this?" And they still think it's about the flag.
And it's about you saying fucking nigger.
It's about racism.
Right.
That's what it's about. It's not about the flag. It has nothing to do.
Never did.
It's always been about the injustice of this country when it comes to black people and racism. That's what Cap started. Shout out to Cap.
Shout out to Cap.
Man, that's what Cap started. That's what it's been since 2016.
Yep.
Y'all cats been trying to make it about the flag and disrespecting veterans and doing all this and sweeping everything you've been doing under the rug so you don't have to confront what is right in front of your face, which is your racist ass ways.
Man, it's just like, why why don't you just want to talk about it? That's the only way. I mean, we got the young people going in the streets. We got young people kneeling. It's white, black, whoever. It's lots of other races on that team that were kneeling down, not just black girls. All you want, the conversation will end the fight. The conversation and just something fruitful will change the narrative. But you just want to turn your face like it doesn't exist over and over again. Or you want to vilify people for trying to stand up, trying to vilify those girls, Colin Kaepernick, saying it's about the flag. Knowing over and over again, we're telling you what it's for, but you ignore that because you don't like the truth. You want to turn a blind eye to what's real. That's why this show is here. Because we're talking about things that are real, to try to have those real conversations with everyone, not just black people. You can hit this comment section up. We would love that. But you got to hit that like button and ding that bell for us and subscribe. But
this shameless plug.
No, always shameless.
No, man, but seriously.
Yes, we want these conversations. I want to hear somebody tell me what their reasoning is behind hating or disliking someone to kneel. And I can send you a lot of data, a lot of videos saying, hey, this is why we did it. This man spoke on why he was doing it. You still believe that's why it's because of the flag? It's just like Trumpism, which is a thing.
It's a thing. It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
And you know, it's the whole aspect of it is Trumpism.
Wanting to believe things that are not true, lies over and over and over again.
Telling lies that sound true, and those are the ones that get believed. Like, listen, you cannot make it about the flag, and when we simply tell you that it's about
social justice, bringing attention to social injustices. That's it.
I don't want to bring attention to social justice. I like to keep things where they were. You know, I like my power. You know, that's what it is. I want you really to be a slave again, really.
Damn.
So yeah, they just really want you to be a slave. We want to go back to
good old days.
Good old days, man. You know what I'm saying?
So, man, okay. Can I share a story with y'all? I haven't told a story in a while.
Come on.
All right, so man, I don't know, man. I was chilling yesterday. I just finished working on a little project. I had some downtime.
Okay.
I was getting ready to take a nap, man, and I was reading a little article, and I started to daydream off, and it was like these thoughts of, are they really keeping people really poor for when it opens back up? I had my cousin here a couple of weeks ago, and he was telling me about how it's just a business to lock people up. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if, and I seen that the crime everywhere is up. It's up 90% in New York City.
Oh yeah.
So is that the new profitable business where we're going to just start locking these people up, and then we got these workers that we work for 50 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents an hour? Like, I don't think people see the long-term vision of what, because they always plan in the long term, my friend. Mm-hmm. And the long-term vision is you got all this crime rate up. They're going to use that as an excuse to give police more freedom, and with more freedom allows you to do more bullshit. Like, I see the writing on the wall: more prisons built, private prisons built, more free labor. You were just talking about slave. They're making it happen right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, prison industrial complex, I mean, that is slavery. Yes. Let's just put it what it is.
It is.
I mean, you could call them indentured servants because you pay them a little money, but they're slaves. Huh. Corporations own prisons, private prisons. It's big business. They're also ran by forms of the federal government who government officials are all business owners.
Senators, everybody.
I mean, you look at them like they're just politicians, but they all own businesses. which impact your life in one way or another. So we got to open our eyes to these things. We wind up living in this matrix thinking that everything's the way it is because that's the way it should be. But the puppet strings are pulled every day. Every day. Even down to this, like, we on YouTube and Spotify and the algorithm and this and that. Those are puppet strings to see who views what and sees what. It's just terrible, man.
Once again, like I said last week, WWE, man, it's part of the game. So here we go. Man, rest in peace to Pepe Le Pew, man. Damn.
Le Pew.
Man, the homie Pepe Le Pew,
Wait a minute.
man.
Wait a minute. I got to pause for a minute, man. Did you say rest in peace to Pepe Le Pew?
Yeah, man. Yeah, they pulled him, man. Cancel culture got him. Remember, we talked about that a few episodes too, that cancel culture.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What do you mean he's a course? Wait, they pulled Pepe.
Yes, sir.
No, they didn't.
Pulled him out, man.
Yeah,
apparently, in the upcoming movie that's coming out, Space Jam 2, there was a scene in that movie where, they thought there was some, I guess, a rape-ish.
From Pepe Le Pew.
From Pepe Le Pew. And so they pulled Pepe Le Pew out of the movie.
Oh, man.
Why not just pull the movie?
Pepe used to come on strong, huh?
Apparently he came on too strong, I guess.
Man, Pepe Le Pew is how I pulled my wife.
Man, smooth.
Come on, man. Are you kidding me right now? Or they pulled Pepe Le?
Oh, man.
You talk about somebody who stinks. They stink. That's crazy. I can't believe this. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable, man. He was one of my favorite characters,
Pepe's
man.
funny, man.
Funny.
And
you ain't never just rubbed your girl's feet and just man, okay.
We say cancel culture, but it's like the way this society has shaped or structured itself, it's really been kind of two ways. Okay. I can say accepting an oversensitivity to things. And then on the other hand, like just blatantly not caring about people's rights. It's like, all right, it's two sides of the spectrum.
Man.
So
Donald Trump get to do whatever he wants.
That's what I'm saying.
Blatantly just disrespect Asians, disrespect black people, disrespect white people, disrespect
LGBTQ, everybody.
He get to say whatever he want.
Right.
But if you say anything, it's like you can't. You this. But he gets on there and he's the most racist, bigotrous motherfucker I've ever heard speak. Okay. And he get to just pull that off. In Chicago in 2015, on the stage screaming nigga and still got elected president. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, this type of stuff that people forget, and I'm just like, oh, he ain't gonna never be president. Turn around, he president. Like, we just let that stuff fly, but Pepe Le Pew, man, I'm done.
And that's where it gets me too, because like we talking about cartoons, right? You telling me you couldn't
draw him in a different character, in a different light?
Or just shape his personality a little different. Not take him out of there, because they won't even show old cartoons like when we came up where somebody had a gun. They don't show those no more. They don't show Elmer Fudd shoot Daffy Duck in the face with the shotgun no more. If you didn't know that,
I didn't.
I got little kids. Those cartoons they don't show.
Or when turn to dust.
So when they get ready to do that, nigga, what? I don't know about that one, but when they had ones that look like they got an actual gun, they'll pan away from that or cut that and they'll move to the next part of the cartoon. That is what they do. They've been doing that at least 5-6 years, I know. So like sometime I'll watch old cartoons and show my son, and they'll have a gun in it, and because they were sensitive about the fact that there was guns in cartoons. So it's like now that's that. So Pepe Le Pew, His character was, he's the over loving. I want to get this kind of, because the cat is running for her life. That's giving off a sense of sexual harassment by a cartoon character.
He don't know she a cat.
Personification, right? Making things that aren't real and giving them humanistic qualities or things like that.
He don't know she a cat.
Right. He thinks she's a skunk.
He don't know she a cat. That's the whole point of everything. She running because she a cat, but he don't know she a cat.
Yeah. And
you
know what I'm saying? How sensitive are you?
Right.
I know, like I said, we talked about like Mr. Potato Head last week and something like that. And I understand that's like, okay, that's dealing with another thing, which is gender identity and choice. That's not this. That's not even this. This is a cartoon.
I'm moving on. Well, we got something else, man. I'm hot right now over this, man.
But they continue to do that, man, because I ain't even gonna front. Like, the older stuff you gotta adjust it, okay? So Speedy Gonzalez. I like Speedy Gonzalez, man. Speedy Gonzalez is funny to me. But I got older now, I'm like, all right, man. Yeah, they overdoing it with like how they were characterizing Mexican people. Okay, clean that up. Because the older it was, they didn't give a shit about how you felt if you was Mexican or black. Because you watch an old Tom and Jerry cartoon, Tom and Jerry always had a mom there, and she was old mammy type black woman, and they show her and this and that and all that shit, and her lips was super red. You see what I'm saying? Because our cartoon was old. So you got to adjust that for the times. You know what I'm saying? But they're going too far with Pepe, man. I know Money, man. Pepe, the guy.
This is crazy, man. I used to wear a gang of cologne just like you.
Shout out to Pepe,
man. Shout out to Pepe, man.
He's still the homie.
We got anything else today, man?
Let's just finish it strong. We just had All-Star weekend and stuff. And,
okay, yeah.
You know, it's some funny little shit that just...
What popped off, Ty?
I want to talk to the ladies.
Oh, shit.
So we had a few ladies that went down there with little to no money. Just enough to get down there.
Don't ever do that, by the way.
Just enough to get down there, but not enough to get back.
How was you planning on getting back then?
I can't, the psyche, I don't understand.
I'm confused.
Thought process.
Okay.
But, a couple ladies went down there renting U-Haul trucks, living in the U-Haul trucks.
Ooh. Nasty bitch.
Wow, down there. And I'm just like, ladies.
Funky.
Before you continue this story any further, please tell me that these beasties at least put like a little pool in the back to take a bath in. But then again, how would you change the water? Go on.
Man, so this is levels to this shit. So you rent, hold on, let me get to the one first. All right, so the girl had $400 or whatever. She got down to Atlanta.
$400.
$400 to her name. Motherfucker put a GoFundMe account because she can't get herself back home.
No, she didn't.
GoFundMe account.
$400? You went down there with $400?
Man, come on, man.
You can't even get into one party.
Man, let me tell you something. I don't even go on date night downtown Columbus with $400.
Man, come on, man.
That shit is gone in 30 minutes.
Right, that's just a plate. Man, come on, man.
You definitely ain't doing no drinking.
Man, not with my wife anyway.
Not with my wife either.
I'm gonna tell you why they go down. They went down there to catch one of them athletes, one of them ballers, man, to get that 18-year contract.
Oh, was they they was what's that shit called?
18-year contract.
I forgot. When they real fertile. Right after damn, I forgot. What's it called?
I don't know.
Oh.
What's up, my man?
All I know is they stay on code too. They trying to get that, like I said, that 18-year-old contract.
18-year contract. Did you hear that code word?
Man, you trying to get knocked up, get one of the ball players to take care of you.
Oh, ovulating.
Ovulating.
I know, yeah.
Okay.
Motherfucker went down there all-star week ovulating.
Man.
Bitch, you is a hoe.
Okay.
Tear down there. We got 400. There's got to be a reason.
Man, I hope she got back. I don't know. God bless you.
Whatever.
But yeah, man. Then I mean, the U-Haul situation is really.
They turned the U-Haul. Open the door. Pop y'all shit. Open the door, look. He didn't got their ass. There's no seats in the back of that bitch.
Really a head scratcher. How y'all wash your ass?
That's what they had. That's what I said.
And then not only that, they took the U-Haul, trashed it up, got in an accident with it, got pulled over. I'm just like, and not giving a fuck.
Our U-Haul. It's missing a door.
Hey guys.
Hi. Here. After we got pulled over, we got into a car accident.
And I'm like, damn, where are we at, ladies?
I mean, where did they? I mean, did they live in the U-Haul, or did they get a room?
They were staying in the U-Haul because they couldn't get rooms. All the hotels were booked up, so they were staying in the U-Hauls and changing clothes and whatnot.
Restroom breaks,
probably.
McDonald's, I guess. Huh?
I mean, but but where did you park the U-Haul to sleep? Like, because I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I gotta roll out of bed and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that? Do you just hold it to the morning?
How you close a U-Haul from the inside?
You know what happens is somebody sleeps in the bed of the truck. They lock it up and they lock you in the back. Okay. Hopefully, it's dangerous out here.
Oh yeah, that's dangerous. I mean, that tell you like where their heads is at. To be honest,
but wouldn't you like suffocating that motherfucker in the back if you ain't keep the door cracked or something?
And man,
what kind of ventilation is going on?
You really?
There was like 5, 6, 7 deep in these vans. And in these trailers, come on, man, what are we doing?
And they wonder why 26% of black women are married.
Oh, shit.
I had to go there. I'm sorry. I had to, man.
Yeah. I don't know where their heads is at with that one.
You know what I'm saying? 26%.
Yeah, man, I saw that. So, I mean, that was probably the most exciting thing about All-Star Weekend because that game was trash. That dunk contest was trash.
You ain't like the game? I thought the game was cool. I mean, Dame and Steph and them cats was firing up, man.
Them cats were special.
Man, they was. I mean, they had me entertained. They was lighting it up.
How you pick that team, Kevin Durant?
Because he wasn't playing?
No star.
Because he wasn't playing?
Man, he ain't got no number ones on his team.
Man.
He got Steph, Giannis, like... Come on, bro. You pick Kyrie over Steph Curry and Giannis.
And I had this conversation. You know what? I'm not having this conversation. All right, man. Take us out of here, man. What we got, man, TP?
Man, again, as always, I want to say thank you. You guys rock with us heavy in the comment section. We appreciate that for showing us love. Yeah. We appreciate throwing some money in the Cash App that goes to the show. So once again, thank you. Please hit the like button, share and subscribe, and we will be back next week.
Deal more.
Hey, once again, just shout out to my folks. Happy 50th anniversary. I love you. And check us out on Spotify. You can listen in your car, at work, at home. Listen to the Three Kings. Show us some love.
I just want to say thank you to everybody for your support, man. We really appreciate it over here. It seems like every time I look up, we got new subscribers, new people chiming in the comment section. So, thank you so much. This has been another episode of your favorite Friday show, Conscious by Nature. Everybody, next week, stay conscious.
Peace.